shit. Okay. Oh, surprise! Was on the top right. We have Manx playing Mengsk versus Powell playing Alarak. Then we have Apocalypse playing Sukov versus Reiki playing Carax. And then we have Tornado Joe playing Abather versus Makimos playing Rainer. So we have an Alarak start. Versus this time DME open. He didn't on the first wave, but wouldn't change anything in this game if you ask me. Okay, Alarak winning the first fight, and yeah, I'm surprised that okay, he's taking. Sukov is taking straight away. I will put the production so that I can see the tech. We have also Carax taking. Carax changing his opener. I don't like that. I think top team was nice to, and he, okay, everybody changed his opener, but okay, I guess then it's fair. But I would and yeah, completely changing his opener straight to tier 3, which is something he wouldn't have done if he didn't know who he was facing, and now he had no reason to know who he's facing. So they choose to just play the game like, now we know, we play it like this, like if we know. Except Alarak, who does exact same opener with the exact same positioning, I can recognize that. The few Flame Troopers here to tank. Flame Troopers have a lot of HP. They don't seem so, but they are pretty tanky. And the Dominion Trooper in the back to deal the DPS. It wasn't enough to kill the Alarak, but Alarak with 4 supplicants is a pretty tanky guy. And no Sukov opening infested bunker versus the Carax, which is always a kind of opening that Carax has trouble to counter early game. Of course, late game when there is the Colossi and everything, Sukov knows that he cannot overcommit to that, but early game for Carax a bit difficult. Rainer opening bio, you can see his positioning, you have the Firebat in front. Oh shit, oh nice. Bio totally missed their targets, and the Rainer will win the first fight. So you have the Firebat in front, extremely tanky guys, with the Marines in the back for the DPS. Of course, spreading unit is very key in that matchup because the Biles kill. I mean, what makes the third lane matchup so one-sided is that the Biles are so fucking good versus the bio, and when Rainer cannot go bio, Rainer is dead. No, I'm maybe exaggerating a bit, but Rainer's strength is his bio. He's known for this across the globe, and when he cannot do that because there's bio or for whatever reason, he's kind of weak, and that's one of the reasons. He wants to spread a lot of units, maybe much more than this. Here the Marines, you can see they are pretty clumped up. Oh, he went tier 3, but he opened with Sentinels for some reason. I mean, okay. It wouldn't have changed that much. Here you can see Makimo's adding a lot of Firebats. There is no Marauders here, but he wants something tanky, I guess. The Marines does the DPS, the Firebat are tanking, and now we have the Ravagers with the golden, with the fucking biomass, which is extremely strong versus Rainer. Rainer totally understand that his strength is the Ravagers in the matchup, at least early to mid game. Maybe late game it can be a bit different, but early to mid game Ravagers are king in the matchup. No, the Aegis Squads come, and the Warhound. So Warhound are very tanky and much less vulnerable to the wave because they take space, because oh, the nice offensive blink by Powell, and now bottom team is stacking. The Sentinels are here. Sentinels are actually a good zealots and because of the revive, maybe they need some annihilators or something to kill the fucking shell of the bunker, but when the shell is gone, we hear the Slayers help to kill the shell with their bonus versus armor. When the shell is gone, the sentinels are actually pretty decent at killing the inside of bunker. And now bottom team is pushing pretty hard. The leaks is kind of annoying for Abathur, even though he will be able to stack at the bunker. And now let's see our bile. Let's see your bile. Let's see your bile. Good bile. Yeah, good bile. A bit late if you ask me, but bottom team is still pushing. The biles no mend here, so but bottom still will be pushing. Manx now will arrive and will fight that Powell with a lot of stalkers. So here the key is to have the Alarak in front to tank for everything. Here it's kind of annoying for Alarak that the Aegis Guard is positioned on the side. Has he done this on purpose? Yes, maybe he put them on the side so that he wants the two Aegis Guard to fight around the army, around Alarak himself. Because if the Aegis Guard kill Alarak or attack Alarak, they're not very good at, not very cost efficient at. They're not very cost efficient at killing it, but if they come on the side, they can kill the stalkers on the side. They're very efficient. Bottom team actually pushed back extremely strongly. Not a single bunker was killed here. You can see the orbital strike used on annihilators. Often you prefer to use, if you want to use it on a ground unit, you prefer annihilators to sentinels for one very simple reason, is that sentinels, because of the revive, die usually later than the annihilators, and you want to use on a unit that die fast. But also in this, in this very specific matchup, that Karax could go air versus Sukov, or could use air, and versus air, especially versus libs. The orbital strike can also be very, very effective on Mirage because it's the only AoE that Karax has on the air. And now Alpha Symbolic, actually Karax is pushing into that Mengsk army. I like the fact that now his positioning was better. There is a lot of sentinels here. Karax is still 3 actually, huh? Right? He's still 3. He's still 3, but not using his tier 3 for anything, which is kind of surprising to me. I don't really understand that tier 3 that early, especially he opened with tier 3, so tier 3 at the start of the game is a pretty huge investment. And now bottom team are pushing again. I mean, those matches really weird. I mean, every team pushing everything pushing and stacking at Mucker and pushing again. Here you can see the positioning not very stacked, so it will be very good for the biles. I mean, when you push as a Abathur, you have the opportunity and the chance to that if you have a very spreaded army, it will stay spreaded when they will armor the fight. If you're being pushed and you're fighting like here, your army will stack together while fighting the leaks, and that's very bad for you. So when you're pushing, Abathur can spread, and that makes the bile much less powerful. I mean, of course, biles are still golden in that matchup, but they are much less good if they can. And the bunker is down. The bunker is down already. Team down, pushing very hard. The bench is now come. Bench is very good answer. Karax has no anti-air at all. I mean, you should. And you know that the benches are actually good in the matchup because they have Sukov has a good answer to mirages, at least with which are the libs. So it can be problematic for Karax to counter that, at least early game. And then Raynor still pushing here. Is that Abathur taking to something? Okay. No, not really, it seems. So, but bottom team now playing the stacking card. The benches are staying alive. The tanks is now thrown. That will be very good. I'm surprised there is no Emperor Shadow for Alarak himself. Usually one Emperor Shadow can be nice, either for Alarak, either for the Supplicant behind if there is really a lot of them. But just for Alarak, it deals a lot of damage, and it helps to kill him fast. Here now the Karax answered with Mirage versus all those benches. I'm curious to see how Sukov would answer. Will he go libs, which is the most straightforward and rapid answer, or will we go to tier 3 and I don't know, Apocalypse or Alexander or even Queens could be an answer to those anti-air units. He has a lot of choice to answer to that. And now top team is pushing again, and top team pushing means that the Ravager will kill everything, because I has explained before, when you are Raynor and you're fighting versus the leaks, your army will clump together so much that the bile will rape you, and there is no way you can really. And now the bench leaks also surviving. I mean, the bench is surviving for so long that now even Alarak need to fight them, and that's extremely annoying for Alarak, who started his vanguard position, transition to fight this kind of army. Vanguards can be very good, but with the Banshee Leaks, it can be forcing him to more Soakers, which might be not good considering the amount he has already. Now a lot of Sentinels here. All the orbital strike I use on the Vanguard, and they are maybe pushing back. Will it this big map? There is still no real anti-air. There is still, I was checking my Discord, sorry, there is still no real anti-air from Sukov, so the Mirage could be able to kill those Banshees, which will be nice for Alarak, but unfortunately for Raynor, it's actually it's not that bad. I mean, Raynor could deal with the Mirage even though the army is very stacked, and now the Biles are not that great. I suspect that he doesn't throw them as soon as they appear. It seems he kind of underwhelming with his Bile. I'm not sure what the expectation. I will look closer next time. Here the tanks might have an opportunity to stack here at the bunker. No, they might not have an opportunity to stack at the bunker, but maybe later on. I mean, tanks are not good for pushing, but here they're getting sniped and lifted by the Mirages, and now the Dustwing are uncontested. Apocalypse has still no anti-air. I mean, for the Mirage, for the Banshee Leaks, he might need something. Maybe he's sticking to something. Is he? We can see Mengsk is sticking. Apocalypse is still not tier 3, so we'll not do anything. And now the Biles, but that were pretty random here. I think that was a mistake. We had made a Bile much further. Maybe he's stressing, but here there is a defense on the planetary fortress, and I'm pretty confident that the two Mengsk tanks will be able to stack here at the planetary, making the take of the planetary much more higher, especially for Raynor, who has an army that is quite vulnerable to tanks. Now with the defense, I mean, there is still no Emperor Shadow. Emperor Shadow would be also nice versus the... Not only Emperor Shadows will be nice versus the Leaks, for the Banshees, and for the Raynor Bio, but it will also go versus... It will also be good versus Alarak himself, because as I said, Alarak himself kind of... I mean, when you're fighting versus Alarak, you want to kill Alarak fast. I mean, that's the goal. As when Alarak is fight, is like when Gary is dead, when you're fighting Statman. When Gary is dead or when Alarak is dead, you cannot do much. And here the Libs pushing forward alone. That's a tragedy. And that's also something that is very annoying when you're playing Libs or any unit that is air to air, and you're having a pure ground Leaks. They might be very bad for defending, and that's what's costs a lot of game to a lot of players. And now the carriers are dead, and that's an extremely good mood if you ask me, because it will be very good to push into those Ravagers. Ravagers are not that good versus carriers, even though they can snap it. It's really not optimal. They have good range, they have an ability to stack, so carriers, very good move. And actually it's pretty decent versus Sukov late game. And here we have Raynor's pushing. The tanks are stacking at the Nexus as planned, so maybe it will take a bit longer. There is still some defense here from Sukov that could help to the tank to stack. The defense not only heal the planetary fortress, but it helped the tanks to stay alive. And here the two tanks stay alive, so they might have a chance to stack back. I mean, Sukov doesn't have a lot of units here that stack, except for the Banshees themselves. But look at those Liberators, just wasted money here. They're getting sniped by the Annihilators, so it's unfortunate for Sukov, for which the Libs answer is a very good one versus the Mirage. Even now there is support carrier, so Sukov might need some heavier artillery to counter the carriers. He doesn't have a really straight answer to it, but yeah, maybe. The stack the top team is actually trying to build a stack here with the tanks. You see these tanks like almost timed out. You see the Guardians here, you see the Vipers. DME transition to Mutalisk, which is actually not a bad idea, because the Raynor doesn't have that much anti-air, and Mutalisk are really an underappreciated unit that might be good also versus his own wave. Mutalisk is good versus Alarak. Mutalisk can be good versus Raynor, even though Raynor is now adding Marines, and that might negate them. So it's more for his own wave that it will be the most useful. But dude, Mutalisk can be very good versus Alarak, especially an Alarak who committed that much into Vanguards, because this one didn't choose the Supplicant path. He went into Vanguard, which are very strong, but doesn't scale well and doesn't shoot air. But now the fucking Guardians might be able to stack, and bottom teams might be able to build something. Here the Biles are key here. You want to put good Biles. It's okay. I mean, it's decent. It's actually decent Bile, and the Banshees here are stacking. I mean, the the precision of the biles here are pretty important. But I'm still stacking, but I'm still actually, and the Sky Furies, I didn't see them. He went for the Sky Furies, and this is very early if you ask me, because they are still defending, and Sky Furies versus Raynor won't do much. But Sky Furies will be extremely useful because with 2 Sky Furies for 1 Wrathwalkers, I mean, who are you kidding? But if by miracle they push, Sky Furies are very difficult for Karax to kill. Of course, they won't be fighting the support carriers soon. I mean, it's 2 Sky Furies, it's a lot of reaction when you think about it, because his wave only have 1 Wrathwalkers now. His leaks are not really vulnerable to Sky Furies. It's really an optimistic move for the future. Now you see the blinding cloud, which is very nice. You can see he positioned his guardian on 2 sides, trying to make them less vulnerable to the attacks. But top team has some trouble to stack stuff. I mean, they don't have the pushing power to allow the guardians and the tank to really do something. But actually, the carriers are living so long that maybe that's why the Sky Furies were a play of safety, because Karax was staying alive so long that they were staying alive, and at least with the Sky Furies he knew that at some point they will be there, at least at some point. And now the Alexander, so this is their chance, this is their last chance to stack something. Alexander not always good, especially when there is a Viking, because Alexander helped the Viking to actually stack and stay together. But Alexander is also a fantastic tool to help your own army to stack, especially ground units. I mean, I'm thinking about the tanks in particular, but it can be other type of unit. But the civilians and the marine that are thrown by the Alexander really help the ground unit to stack and to stay alive longer. So that might be their chance. Will they be able to build a stack with that Alexander or not? I repeat that this Alexander might help air unit to stack, and I'm thinking about the Viking, but I'm also thinking about the carriers and the Wrathwalkers. Alexander can help the Wrathwalkers to stack. It's a possibility, but it's maybe the last hope here. Will they be able to stack something? I don't see an option here. I see the Viking. Oh my god, and but that doesn't do damage on the Nexus. But okay, bottom team really want to finish the game right now, even though the Raynor is going tier 3. The Wrathwalkers are more in more number. Actually, the Libs are now actually being useful for somehow. Maybe he will add some Warp Prism or something to tank for that, because it's really annoying. It really prevents the Wrathwalkers to stack, so it's kind of annoying. I should talk slower, right? And now he's still using biomass on the Ravagers, trying to make some good builds. Oh, that's a very powerful tool of the Alexander. Be able to grab unit that expensive. It's really something, and it's really helped the other unit to kill them. And now top team is actually defending. Alexander is still grabbing. I mean, a lot of Vikings are added. They want to kill that Alexander, but that might be not enough. Now the Furies are finally being useful, now that there is a Raynor's Viking, even though you could argue that Raynor's Viking are more efficient than Sky Furies to fight the ground mineral cost per mineral cost, and especially if you take into consideration the XP. But bottom team is actually succeeding to build that stack, and now the Alexander will be pushing into that Karax, and that will be extremely annoying for Karax, even though this one is almost died, but the next one is coming, and for Karax, killing an Alexander is extremely annoying. And now the Sky Furies will also, and now bad news for Karax. The more they push, the more the Sky Furies will be extremely annoying for Karax, because Karax has also a lot of problems to kill Sky Furies, and the mechs will be leaking into the Karax. The Guardians, you can see, they stay alive so long, and now Stukov is adding tanks, and I think that's an awesome move, because now the tanks will be able to stack their past mid. The tanks will stay alive, they will be uncontested on the ground, and actually the only real counter here are the Wrathwalkers, and the Wrathwalkers are actually a counter that might be their chance. I mean, now there is a significant amount of Wrathwalkers, and it might be possible. I mean, the Vipers are here, so maybe the Viper will grab those, but if the Wrathwalker can stack, it might be the chance of bottom team to really come back into that game. The carriers also +3, +2 defense. I'm not sure why the +2 defense. Oh yeah, because before he was fighting his ground, and there was a lot of infested bunkers, and those infested bunkers doesn't have a very high damage per output, so that's probably why he did some armor upgrade pretty soon. And now there is the I don't see any Sky Furies here, but Karax is still having problem to kill the air. No, the air become a problem. Maybe Raynor will help with that. Raynor and Alarak. Oh no, don't go on the ground, dude. Don't go on the ground. You have a lot of work to do in the air. You shouldn't go on the ground. Stay in the air. Disable that fucking landing. Raynor and Alarak might be able to do some stack. You can see also Makimo's adding tanks. He wants to try to stack stuff at the bunker. And now the Wrathwalkers very scary. You know, they are tier 3. They have the +2 range, 13 range, so they might be able to stack. I mean, this game is not the Shock Division, so that's extremely annoying. Also, that will be annoying to push into for Karax, because now he will have that Shock Division leak, so he might be tempted to add some Energizer to control that, and also to try to snipe it with Annihilators. But actually, the blinking back will negate that, and now I don't see how bottom team can save that, because Sky Furies plus Pride of Osigrad is extremely annoying for Karax, and that kind of leak can really kill them. Now I'm really much less optimistic for bottom team. I don't think they can really stack something easily. Maybe with the bunker, but those Vikings are going on the ground. I mean, I don't understand that. They should really focus on the air, and it's really the key point now. I mean, he wants to fucking kill those Liberators, those Alexander, and those Guardian and those Leviathan. Vikings have a lot of work here in the air. Please let them in the air. They don't like to be on the ground neither. They have nausea when they are on the ground. So please keep them in the air. No, they're still trying to stack something, and they might be able to do it. But dude, this Manx with the Furies. Now the Furies were kind of useless before, but now they are so useful. And if there is no War Prison to tank for them, they can rape the Wrathwalkers. And still no Energizer here to try to do something. Still no focus on the Pride of Osigrad with the Annihilators to at least make him half HP and force the blink. And yeah, I don't see how bottom team can really save that. I mean, is it possible? Do you think it's still possible? I mean, the fact that the Alexander can help really the Viking to stacks might. I don't see it. Look. The Abathur is pushing very hard. Note the Biles. I mean, the Vipers are also the possibility to, and there is a contamination here, so they really want to finish the game right now. The beam are sent on the Alexander. Kill that fucking shit. I cannot deal with that. And here I think the game will be done soon. I don't see how they will be defending, especially that now that Manx is pushing into Karax. He added a lot of Muta, which sounds bad versus the Vipers, but they also allow other units in the back to do damage while the Muta tanks, and the overcharge is sent on the Nexus. So this is the last hope for bottom team. They want to defend that Nexus with their life, and they still believe in it. The Viking landing, please don't do that. It hurts me every time I see that, and it's very bad for the health of the pilot inside the Viking, which is very vulnerable to stress. And every time you land on the ground, you have a huge they're exposed to a lot of landing again, going up again. Every time they land and they go up, it's time they don't shoot, and that's really something. Now the air is a problem, but they are actually able to stack something. I hope those bunkers will stay in the air, but now there's a shitload of Wrathwalkers, and that might be the chance to actually push something. I mean, if they stay alive, they will be able to push back, because Wrathwalkers are really key to oh shit, the Sky Fury shot straight on the Wrathwalkers. Now the Mirage come to tank for them, but dude, if just a couple of War Prism will help them to be able to survive a bit longer, and the survivability of those, and landing again, yeah, landing. And also it's a role of Raynor to scan. I mean, he should, if they land, it's also that they don't have vision. If you just give vision with your scan, you can give vision with your scan. Use your scan for vision. You have a long range unit with your tanks, your Vikings, and they need to see. I mean, they don't like the fog of war, but actually the stack back, there is still 3 Wrathwalkers pushing right now. The Vikings the Viking and the Wrathwalkers are the key here to push back, and the carriers also, because late game carriers are very scary. Now there is a Manx coming, but here there's a stack coming, and there's a lot of Wrathwalkers. The Wrathwalker finally managing to stack together, and that might be very difficult for the top team to handle, even though there is Sky Furies, if there is enough Vikings, enough War Prism, enough Mirages, but no, the Sky Furies are destroying that, and I mean, they don't have any front line to allow this stack to build, and now bottom team is almost stacking again. I mean, this is now is a fair fight. Everyone managed to kill the other waves. And now bottom team is actually having air control, so bottom team will be pushing back. How will it work for Reynor, which is also the difficult matchup? We have now the Hyperion, we have the Yamato here. But yeah, bottom team is actually managing to stack back. Will they be able to push? I repeat that if they push, the Muta will be the Manx build will be much less useful, because the Manx build is much less good versus a Reynor push. I mean, yeah, Sky Furies and PoE are much less good, even though PoE late game is always good versus anything. And now bottom team is actually stacking, and they have the front line here defending from the Furies, and if the Furies cannot reach the Wrathwalkers, that's an amazing game. If the Furies cannot reach the Wrathwalkers stays in King and destroy the Furies, because the Furies are actually very vulnerable to Wrathwalkers. It's just that the Wrathwalkers are even more vulnerable to Furies, but if the Furies don't shoot the Wrathwalkers, everything is good. Bottom team succeeded to stack again, and the Wrathwalkers staying alive. Abathur won't like the Wrathwalkers neither. This is a crazy stack. This is a very scary stack, and this Abathur is not good at breaking that stack. Especially he invested so much into the Ravagers, which were so good early game, but so, I would not say so bad late game, but they are not designed to kill that kind of wave and that kind of stack. Definitely not. Even though with good build you can do something, Abathur now lacks some anti-air, and the build will not successfully do that. You can see that all the team gas pretty much. We have 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 2. Okay, so okay. So every team understood that the game will be longer, but they still cannot really destroy that stack. I mean, top team is doing the anti-air that is needed, and they might be able to defend that. I mean, will they? Will they? Because now those Wrathwalkers are exposed and they're about to die. If the Mirage come in time, that changes everything. Oh, they come almost in time. 2 Wrathwalkers succeeding to survive. But will that be enough? Will that be enough? There is a Blinding Cloud coming. The carriers, I mean, ooh, the builds on the Mirage are actually pretty deadly. I mean, I take back what I said. I mean, Ravagers are not good to take back the carriers and the capital ships, but for the Mirage it's pretty good. And now Abathur is pushing, even though his army is split in half. There is the air here, stuck here to fight the air, and there are the Ravagers going alone to fight that Reynor's army, which is kind of suboptimal when you think about it, because you want all your army to stay together, and the defense of a lot of Sky Furies are added. Now if they want to really destroy that Wrathwalker stack, they want to destroy that there is a Alarak adding destroyers, so he wants. I think he did. I suggested War Prism. He did destroyers. It's just to tank for the War Prism. Both are okayish, but the War Prism are much more tanky, so that's why I suggested that. But here, they are still lacking. Pavel is still lacking a front line to defend his Wrathwalkers. Pavel being able to stack his Wrathwalkers is really key here in the matchup. And it's why also that you can see that Reki built front, because he wants, and he built his Wrathwalker back because he wants that the Mirage come in time to save the Wrathwalkers. And now hosts are added. Hosts will be able maybe to sack. I mean, here at this point it becomes a sacking game. Both people want to stack as much as possible. He's using Biomass on Guardians, on Swarmos. He wants to do something. He knows that at this point he doesn't. There is no Devourer, right? Yeah, there's no Devourer. So he wants to fight the air with his Ravagers. And it's true that versus all units that stack like Viking and Mirage, it can be good. But now the top team is pushing again. Dude, this game is epic. I mean, I haven't. What is that? This game is epic actually. the number of back and forth I've seen. No, there's a scary stack. Will it's always the same question. The question is, will fucking Carax come in time? And here, not really. But if he can manage to come in time, dude, everything will change. And now Carax comes, so we'll be able to do something. He's adding a lot of mirages because he wants to kill that Alexander fast. Support carriers are very good at stacking and they have much more late game potential, but dude, if you want to kill that fast, the Mirage are your guy. I mean, they do like 13 damage per shot, this one 8 damage per shot, so they are much less sensible to armor, and this shit is pretty much armored. I mean, he has like 6 armor, so 6 armor, 8 damage, just do the math. It means that 75% of the damage of the carrier is negated by the armor, and it's whereas on the Mirage it's not even half. It's 6 on 13, so it's not even half. So of course the Mirage are more efficient at killing and they're also more efficient at killing the Sky Furies. They are most efficient at killing everything. The only problem of the Mirage is that at some point they stack so much that they become just too vulnerable to biles and anything that has AoE, so that's their only problem. But due to kill that capital ship unit, Carax doesn't have a lot of tools. Does he have added? He still doesn't have added any energizers, but it's still working for now. I mean, this Viking is still landing for some reason. I really think that the Viking also will the bottom team with this total air domination that can be brought by the Vikings, not the Mirages because they are not that great, but the Viking late game, and with the help of the Alexander that can help the Viking to land, it can rape every Sky Furies in the game. Stop fucking landing. They can. And it's really the chance for the bottom team to do something. It's also negate any air. I mean, late game, they land, go up. Maybe they're scared of the fight because they know that if they land and they go up, they won't fight much. And yeah, I really think that even though Raynor early mid game is very weak to Abathur, very late game in that kind of fight with the power of the Viking. I'm kind of almost disappointed he doesn't have more of them, because he could rip anything in the air with those Vikings, and even Sky Furies. I mean, Vikings are cost efficient, deal cost efficiently with the Sky Furies. He's adding even more Destroyers because he understands that he wants his Wrathwalkers to survive. It's really the key, but it's really not enough, and they're kind of vulnerable to those infested leaders. Do he spread them enough? No, he kind of clumped them. Maybe they would need to be more spreaded for the Liberators. They still cannot make that Wrathwalker stack, and he's adding Colossi, which that late in the game is actually a good answer versus the Colossi, versus the Ravagers. I mean, still no possibility to destroy that stack. I mean, both teams cannot. What time is it? I remember to my audience that this is a TE map, and at 45 minutes the game is over. It's the one who earned the most income who won. And can I see that here? I don't think I can. No, I cannot see who earned the most mineral. But I would not surprise if it would be bottom team. I cannot see that. Okay, let's look at the APM chart to see who is really playing here. So we have DME and Tornado Joe playing. The other one are sleeping mostly. No, I'm kidding. It just is, okay. I don't think APM won't matter that much in that game. You just need the minimum to do what you need to do. Most people are spamming it. Most people with high APM in this game are spamming it. A lot of tanks are added, and those tanks turns out to be pretty useful if they're not pushing. I mean, before all the army were blending together, so they were extremely useful. But here, versus that air Carax, it's really not that useful. Really not that useful. So a lot of Leviathan are added. Leviathan are actually good versus carriers because they do that bonus. Because first of all, they are armored. They have a lot of armor, so they negate a lot of the attack. But they have that bonus versus massive. Often they don't reach them because they tend to stay too much in the back, but in theory they're kind of good, and they provide some air tankiness that might allow other units to stack. You know, the Guardians will stay in the back while the Leviathan will take the shot. And now, but top team is still trying to defend. Vikings are added, I like that. Should I read the chat message? I feel it will take too much time if I do. I'll do after the game, I mean. Still not able to stack those, fuck. Actually, no. There's really some potential for bottom team to take that game. I'm surprised there is no Devo. I'm really surprised there is no Devo. I mean, yes, versus this amount of Mirages, the Biles can do great. But if you want to push into that and to defend into that, I don't know. I'm surprised there is no Devo. Those Viking Wrathwalkers will save the game for bottom team. I think it's their really only chance. Viking and Wrathwalkers, the two of them just save the game. Viking late game can elite almost everything there is in the air in this game. Only the POA is scary for him. But POA versus Viking, you need to. I mean, I didn't see that until now, but you need to blink forward and to Yamato the Viking line, and then you're good. But here, I don't see that kind of play, and I don't see how but top team could defend a mass Viking build. And if they can, if bottom team can clean the air, I mean the Wrathwalker will stack, and also the carriers will stack. You can see the Yamato here. He tried to focus on the Ravagers. I remind you that the Battle Cruiser are actually one of the most decent answer versus the Ravagers. Oh no, that's landing. The Yamato, the Battle Cruiser are actually decent versus the Ravagers. I mean, they're not countering them, but they are actually one of the least one of the units that is the least vulnerable to the Ravagers. So that's something. He's adding a lot of tanks, so he tried to stack them, but tanks versus Wrathwalkers are not that good in my opinion. I mean, I would have added civilians because they don't need to siege. The Wrathwalkers generally do good versus all kind of tanks. But here I think Apocalypse is trying to create a stack. He wants to create a stack. He wants to play the stack card, and for that the tanks are marvelous. Just not before against Carax, who almost has no ground. But in general, versus the wave they're pushing into, the more late you are in the game, the 37 minutes. So in 7 minutes, this game is over. And now, oh, I like it. Devour with the biomass. So that will be a lot of pushing power. Yeah, in 7 minutes, this game is over. So, yeah, I was also about to say that late game, you need all the army tend to blend together, and there is no real I'm fighting this wave. I mean, you're fighting all the three waves. The more the game is advanced, the more you. Oh, there's a Black Hammer, so he wants to do that for the Vikings and especially for the Destroyers, because Destroyers are a unit that tend to stack together. Oh dude. This is a great tab. Okay, so you can see this from this tab you can see the strategy of the two teams are pretty obvious. I don't think I need to comment anything. I mean, everything is pretty clear. Bottom team managed to actually do the stack, even though the Wrathwalkers are not actually stacking. Bottom team is pushing. Top team lacks the DPS to destroy those stacks. The Wrathwalkers is still here. 38 minutes into the game. The amount of Mirage is nonsense. Here we have a defense of the planetary fortress. Defense, will it be able to, oh, this is so scary. This is so scary as a stack. The Vikings finally deciding that fighting air is nice. The Black Hammer sieging behind the PF to try to defend. With the defend of the Sukov, they might be able to defend for this time with all those Furies doing something. But dude, the Vikings are just so good versus the Furies. I mean, no, they're not so good, but they're actually doing it and protecting what's need to be protected. But the defense has been done here. The Wrathwalkers dealing damage. Oh shit. And here we have the tank stack. So tank stack is actually, look at the amount of tank here. It's ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. I'm lacking to... Oops. How do I check my... Yeah. 20... This is my FPS here. It drops pretty much. I'm sorry. I should buy a better gear. Especially if I want to stream. But it's... No, they defended. They actually defended. Dude, this game is epic. I rarely seen that. Continue zoom less. I think I can zoom less, but... Oh! Uh-oh. Who won? Yeah, bottom team won because of mineral. Oh, it's 40 minutes, it's not 45. So they won. So they won by mineral. They won by mineral collected. GG to bottom team. This game was fucking epic. This game was fucking epic. I hope the sound was good. Tell me if something was wrong, I can correct it between games. Whew, what a game, dude. What a game. So 1-0 from Team Powell. I will change the score for Team Shark. Powell is actually the name of one of the player. I will read the chats. Okay, so how far do I have to... I cannot even go far enough to read all the message, so I will go as far as I can. I'm scared. Shame is shame. So what the fuck? You can say that on Switch. Pride better save them. Yeah, damn. But the high kill above was fine, I'm sure. Karax confirmed OP. Yeah, carrier are scary versus Stukov. Report the message and we'll see. Hello. We mentioned. How are you? Okay. I'll just read the messages that are interesting to me. Actually, I need to... Blah blah blah. At some point, Suk is just useless versus Karax. Yes, but Apox and Libs. 9 out of... What is that, Benjamin? 9 times out of 10 when I see Suk of Libertors, they are useless. Yeah, versus... The problem is that they are very good, but if you are ground leagues, they are useless. Okay, next game will be starting. Time for Basic to get some mods. What does that mean? I don't even know. Sound is working? Yeah. So I'll remove the cap. Van stays the same. Big commander now. Too many people. Ah, you need a mod? Zeratul asking to be... Okay, I'll mod Zerat. I'll be modding Zeratul. You'll be mod, okay? Because we need some mod. There is too much chaos here. I'll make you mod. This is kind of epic. I'm kidding. Okay, libs work now. Next. Blah blah blah. Okay, I need Okay, I don't have any message that I really need to comment on, so that's good news for me. So I can actually I will read all the message after. There is just too many of them. I need to go to the toilets. Okay, I will introduce the player. So we have on the top right DMLE playing versus Mengsk versus Pavel playing Tychus. Ooh shit. Apocalypse playing Tychus. Oh shit, Tychus game versus ooh shit, Reki playing Nova. And Tornado Joe playing Abather versus Makimos playing Rainer again. Okay, so oh my god, there are some. So the bottom team is pretty favored now because they have Tychus with a very good matchup, and here they have Tychus with a bad matchup. But bottom team still have this favored third lane. Okay, just 1 second. Communauté, gestionnaire des rôles. Okay, fine. Okay. So we have Tornado Joe opening ground, trying to put some pressure on the bunker. Pavel having this favorite matchup, trying to defend. Dude, I hope that game will not be that long because actually I'll make 1 minute break. I just need to go to the toilets. I'll let you comment on your head. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. What an amateur caster I am. Okay, so okay, sorry. Okay, we have Raynor opening benches. I know what? Nova? What the fuck? Okay, this is very unconventional. What the fuck? Okay, this is very, very unconventional. Okay, Raynor still playing bio, but he clump his unit a lot. I mean, versus the Biles, that's pretty bad. And Powell going for Rattlesnake with a lot of upgrades here. I mean, versus the Emperor Shadow, you usually choose to go either Cannonball, either Vega. Vega is weak in versus good player because they can pre-cloak it. Cannonballs is usually more versatile. Yes. What the fuck? He goes Banshees versus Tychus? I don't understand that move. He has so many good tools versus Tychus. This is the worst thing ever. What the fuck? He's even committing to that. Okay. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, usually it's just Cannonball because Cannonball is extremely... This guy likes upgrade. This guy really likes upgrade. And the problem, I mean, it's not that those upgrades are that bad. It's not that the problem. The problem is that when you're fighting Emperor Shadows, it's a contest. You want more unit that he has Emperor Shadows, and you cannot have this. But what come are they? Okay. Ah, dude, I'm not paid to do that. Mengsk vs Tickus, Tickus vs Nova, Abba vs Rainer. So yeah, this Nova had never played the Nova versus Tickus. It's not possible. It's not possible. I mean, okay, whatever. So yeah, the problem is that, I mean, those upgrades are not that bad. I'd never do them, but they're not that bad. The problem is that in this matchup you want a lot of unit because the Emperor, you want. I mean, he can emulate a lot of units, so you want tankiness and a lot of units, and that's why usually can roll with the revive is the move. You can also do Vega if you think you can control before the pre-growth, but that's, in my opinion, less good. Now Vega and a Cannonball, but dude, this Tychus is raping that Nova. I mean, I don't see how they can really defend. I mean, because third lane is a very bad matchup for bottom team. This one is a very bad matchup for bottom team because this Nova is doing bad units. There's only top team which should be good, but it's not because this guy doesn't also had a suboptimal build. So the bunker will be done. No, this game will be short. I can already tell you that. Yeah, this was a bad. This was a bad. This was a very bad immolate. I mean, the unit was almost dead anyway. Okay, now he's adding Marauders, which a bit better, which is actually good. Marauders is actually a very good choice here. Okay, this Rookie, I'm on you. I'm not only saying bad things. Marauders is an extremely good choice here because it's actually very good versus Elix and decent versus everything Tychus have except the Cannonball. Cannonball counter the Nova's Marauders, but for every other unit, Marauders are good. So Marauders can actually be something that can save the game. What? Okay, maybe he wanted to try to stack something at this point, and that maybe might be a decent strategy versus Mengsk. I mean, yeah. Actually, Tychus tanks versus Tychus are awful, but here maybe he just wants to try to stack thing at the Nexus, and that might be a strategy that could work. If he switched a bit later, he needs to see. He was just too close. He needs to siege around here. Kind of disappointed here. They played so well first game. Maybe yeah, maybe they tried to play different commanders to surprise them, but they're not good with all commanders. Maybe it's something maybe it's something like this. And they thought that it was more important to surprise them than to... But at least the cannonballs, the rattlesnake are good to defend versus Abathur and the GG. And this is GG. It was not the most interesting game I casted, but at least there is 1-1, and at least we have a third game, so that's good news for me. Because dude, I love that shit. So 1-1. I'll update the scoreboard. This was this was unexpected, to be honest. This was unexpected. Okay, I'll read the chat if I see something interesting. You should read all messages. Yeah, I cannot. I just cannot. Okay, so the last game, 1 versus 1-1. Yes, it's the same team as the last game. So it's a best of 3 and 1-1. Team Shark on the bottom played won the first game, then lost a very fast second game, and now 1-1. Okay, let's go for the third one. Okay, I'm back. So third game of Team Shark versus Direct Strikers. So on the top left we have, for the third time in a go, Mengsk versus Forazun. Yeah, now he's like, yeah, I'm not scared. If this is our Tychus, I can play Mengsk again. We have Tychus again. I didn't change. Versus Raynor. Didn't change the order. And for the third, we have Tornado Joe playing Abathur as usual versus Makimos playing Karax. So okay. Okay, so Apocalypse opening blind Abathur versus Powell doing Zilats. No, actually versus versus Raynor. Okay. Now all the turrets are here, so the matchup are known. Tornado Joe opening Roach. And now we have the Manx versus Forazun, so this might be an interesting matchup. It's actually often very interesting to see those two because I don't know. It's something that where you can really see the skill shine, because a good Farazun will rape a Mengsk and a good Mengsk will rape a Farazun. Okay, so Tychus opening with his main unit. He'll probably answer then with something that can do detection, because he's very scared of the Banshees in that scenario. Even though the Marauders are also very scary for him. And then Carax playing ground versus, he's not scared of air, because usually Abathur will go full air in that scenario. And the fact he committed that much into ground is a huge mistake, because then he will do mass muta and it's done, it's GG. He will never recover, and Abathur didn't even have the intention to go ground in that matchup probably. So the fact he invested that much and he's going on investing, I mean. Okay, Emperor Shadow. Rattlesnake. Dude, what is that? You're versus Abathur. Yeah, without surprise. Yeah, at least he will win sometimes, because the Muta will impale themselves on the back of your round. But remember that the Muta with the upgrade do bonus damage versus armored. So once he will have that upgrade, he will kill the bunker easily. And oracles, I like that. Yeah, they get impede. They are too close. No, they're not close, they just went close. And now the Banshees. So that's why I usually, as Tychus, I try to do detection. I told him that, I told it, right? That usually you want to go detection because you know the Banshees are an option here. Where are they? Okay, I didn't see what happened. Maybe there was some pusher who still committing to ground? What the fuck is happening in that game? Production. No, this is trolling, right? This is trolling. What is happening? He want to finish his line, or what is it? What is that? Yes. Yes. Ah, at least he hasn't spent the orbital strike. The orbital strike on the mirages will help to provide some AoE versus the Mutalis, but it goes without saying that now it's too late. I mean, he invested too much. There's no way he can win his wave again for the whole game. But if they can maybe make it to late game, maybe at some point the Zealots will be useful versus the other wave, but that's a fucking lot of Zealots. I mean, I don't see in what world that many Zealots is useful. I'm not sure what to comment here. I am sadness, and here he needs Corsairs. Okay, that was actually a good combination. Okay, but he needs Corsairs because he will have a lot of Muta leaks. Powell will have a lot of Muta leaks in the upcoming rounds. And it turns out that Corsairs are useful versus that for the storm. So just maybe he should do Corsairs to defend and have some stun luck with the storms. Reynor doing actually good versus Tychus. Yeah, GG. Yeah, this is game over. I mean, now Carax will never be able to. But at least he won't be pushing the bunker with that. If he would have been adding mutas, If he would be David Muta, he would have killed the bunker. Now with that, maybe he cannot kill the bunker. But with that Biomass Devourer, he's already 2-2. He can push into Corsairs or whatever he builds, but he doesn't build Corsair for some reason. And so the Muta will just raid the Stalkers. I mean, I don't see anything else here. Could we have one upgrade on the Muta fighting Zealots? Yeah, what can we do? What can I comment here? I mean, this game is over. Can I say something interesting in that game? I think you should add your parents' permission before... What was he doing? Oh fuck. Really? He upgraded that many for 5 units? Doesn't make any sense. I think you should ask your parents' permission before doing that many zealots blindly. It's not something you can... If you're not 21 in the US or 18 in Europe, it's not a decision you can take alone. It can have consequences. Okay, now he adding tanks, so maybe he want to try to stack to build a stack something at the bunker, but dude, I mean, it's funny how I think they're playing off race. They're just trying to just play other commanders to surprise them. Because Carax knew from the start that he was doing versus Abathur. I mean, he saw the fucking Roach. The Roach came here first round, so Carax knew he was versus Abathur. Still no Corsairs. But he's adding Devours, so the Stalkers do okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. Iron Leaders now, so he tried to handle the leaks, because now Carax is in deep shit when you think about it, because he have Tychus leaks, so he wants to do full anti-air, but he have Tychus leaks, so maybe actually Iron Leaders are not that bad, because with Iron Leaders he can fight at least the Devours, not the Muta, but at least the Devours, and the Tychus units, so maybe it's a good answer, or it's actually a arguably decent answer. But the Mutalisk for a Forzen that doesn't want to do Corsairs, that's annoying. But even if he does, at this point with that many Devours, I don't see what he can do. They are still stacking though, because it's for Azun and bam, Emperor Shadow doing KMP. A lot of bio. Rekix. Reki. Yeah, if he crashed, there won't be a second chance here. I mean, the game was over anyway. Crashed. Okay, so this is game over. But I don't think bottom team had a chance to go back into the game anyway. At this point, so... Yeah. I would be comfortable too. I mean, I was the one asking for team... I was the one asking of Direct Strikers to be... For game 1, to be fair play and offer them to redo the match, even though the first wave has spawned. But in this scenario, I think it's fair to call it a game. I mean, this game was over anyway. You just all win sometimes that we can use to call your parents, or call our parents, or maybe start a new hobby, learn something, read a book. No. Yeah, if he crashed, he crashed. I mean, yeah, true. It's a crash, so. I mean. Yeah, it's true. If it's internet, he can join again. But if it's a crash, no need to wait, right? I mean, game is over. I don't like that game finished like this, but it's GG. Yeah, GG. GG. Yeah, game was over anyway. That makes more sense, I guess. First one was a good battle. That's true. That's very true. It was epic. It was an epic fight, and both teams showed some nice play. Okay. What? Okay. Yeah, it's GG. So guys, I was happy to cast that for you. Sorry I couldn't follow the chat. I mean, there was just too many messages. Okay, I'll probably play some games. So I'll change the title. Maybe some in-house. Maybe we are enough. I will upload the video on TikTok. Don't worry. Just follow me on TikTok. Put some music. Okay, should I read the strat? I mean, nah, I think it's fine. Let's play some game. Okay, so who I will be playing? Horner, Dehaka. Just because there is a Horner, I think something ground works well, so Zagara or Tychus. Ah, fuck. Fuck. I wanted to pick Zagara. I kind of mixed. I kind of fucked up. Okay, I'm versus Mengsk. So you can see he positioned his link on the side to be sure that he get me a couple more seconds. Doesn't change much. It doesn't change much, but I don't know. Good players do that, so I'm not gonna blame him for doing that. And we have a Carax mid, Carax versus Horner. Oh yeah, I should advertise my stream because it's the way I will become famous. Okay, let's do it. So I'm versus Meng, so I can do those two. So Mengsk is a difficult matchup for me. Mengsk is a difficult matchup for me. His troopers, his links, his mutas, just his non-red world unit are all good versus me. And that's already something. But I have trouble to manage at this point. Nope, I will need tier 2 pretty early. I need my lurkers to do DPS versus his Warguard units. I'm not sure what he will do. I'm still scared that he can do Mutas versus me. That's why I do that many Hydra, because I know that he can do Muta versus me, and a lot of Muta will be actually good. I'll keep my abilities for next round. I can mouse over to see the roll, or it's that because it's more annoying for my ally. I'll be pushing into Carax, so that might make the game a bit longer than usual. So I might already think about how can I play this game versus Mengsk, because versus Mengsk I usually use anti-ground, and I will not be able to deal either with that, So maybe I can go straight to creepers, but that would be like not very good. I mean, it would be not very good objectively, but I think we can afford it in this game. Yeah, thank you. I will keep my abilities or not. I will not. Oh fuck. So the question now is, do I go... Which will he go versus me? Can I go full Muta versus Mengsk? I never did that. I don't think it's good, but... what could it have? I mean... Dude, today we're gonna experiment stuff, okay? Still no... but I mean, he won't do Black Hammer versus me, right? He won't do Black Hammer versus me. or POA, I can eat it. I mean, what can he? What is he saving his XP for? I'm kind of confused at this point. So I forced a lot of troopers by doing mutas. I mean, if he stayed with his troopers, I can just Tyra or muta him. Tyra is nice because I can still push versus air versus next round, so maybe I'll do that. And if he convert them, I can go on with my mutas and push into Karax peacefully. And what's best than being peaceful? Asking for a friend, okay. Where's the... Okay, where's the... Okay, he disappeared. Nice blink from my friend. I mean, he has an easy matchup, but the blink was nice. Don't forget the number one rule of the blink. Number one rule of the blink is don't blink something that can teleport or blink. I mean the beam. Number one rule of the beam is don't beam something that can teleport. And number two is try to beam something that is armored, small, that clump up together. Doesn't move if possible. So with this, I will be able to push into the troopers. I'll also be able to push into Karax more easily. And maybe I will force some troopers conversion, in which case I will go on with my Muta build, which will be better to push into Karax. And if not, then not. I mean, if he wants to keep his troopers, I can even add one more Ultra, or I can also go Creepers. He EMP that shit, that's nice. Of course, Stedman and Hydra are good versus that, but he does the Hydra versus the Wraith, and his Hydra are very bad versus the Haka's Wave here. You see how it's efficient versus Trooper? And good news is it's also good versus... I mean, he could EMP me. It might be a bit dangerous to do really Muta versus my own wave. I mean, I'm not sure I would advise to do that. I'm just experimenting and, you know, if he commit with the Emperor Shadows, that can be difficult for me. There is 2 Emperor Shadows. Maybe I should So I try to spread my Muta because they're Emperor Shadows. Even though Dehak and Muta tend to not stack as well as other type of Mutas, they are still vulnerable to Emperor Shadows. I will transition to Creeper, I think. Because I'm not pushing as good as I think. I could add Ultra or Ling just to maybe be annoying. Maybe just in front like this too. The more I think in the front of my Haka, the more it's difficult for him to actually EMP my my Muta. My friend already went for Creepers. And they're actually pushing, so I should actually not be... I should actually pay attention. Maybe Muta was a mistake here. I thought we would be pushing stronger. Come on. Bam. Actually, it's fine. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And it's not a gym class. I might need some lurkers if they're defending, so I might need some lurkers just to help with my waves. Even though I'm not 100% sure. No, I won't do it. I won't do it. I prefer the lurker way, the creeper way. They're committing to carriers here, so if I ever want to be able to push into this, Muta is my best answer. But I'll still go creepers because because actually we need to defend. Because actually we need to defend now. That up, roar. Okay, time for creeper. This guy likes to gas. Ah fuck! Ah fuck. Save my fucking creeper. It's like save Private Ryan, I think. Just the creeper. Hey, fuck. Yeah, so Tyra and Ultra are actually, and the hacker himself are very good at tanking the Banes cost efficiently. So it's a mistake for him to do that many Banes. And if you do, you want to do them really on the side so that they can go around Haka. You don't want them to fight. You want them to. You don't want your Banes to fight directly. Okay. They are really cost inefficient at doing though. I should spread maybe a bit, them a bit. I should jump before it. So that I can have my AoE. I mean if I eat Emperor Shadow. Oh shit. Come on, this one. So here I'm doing Creepers just because I have no good unit that counter both my wave and Carax. Versus the carriers, my attacker breed might be also useful at this point. I need to try, I think, at this point. Just because it's so good. Okay, GG. Yeah, I'm not sure I agree with what I did here, but I was kind of optimistic at first. I was like, "Eh, we'll push into that Carax," and it took more time than I thought. So my build was not really good versus Mangsk. It was just the best of the two worlds I could find to be able to push into Carax. I don't want to overinvest in Muda versus the Mangsk. So I thought, and Tyra neither. But one is good, I think. Some Muda is good, I think. And then I think that the Creeper was like the best of the two worlds. But yeah, UCD versus Manx, my build is totally different. My build versus Manx involved a lot more links and lurkers. Oh no, I can't. This time something on the ground, right? I'll do that because I need to go to the toilet, so as Tychus I don't like to invest first. So be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I am versus who knows? He should appear now. Did they ping it for me? Tychus, oh fuck, really? Can advertise. This is some really good advertising. I don't think I can really do better. I mean, if they're not interested by the tournament, what are they interested in? I mean, what are the life in? Oh, nice. I'll bank one more game, one more round, because I think I can afford it. Even though freaking Zag. I'm surprised the hacker did so well versus that Zag. I mean, there was a lot of army and he had some leaks, so he did well with his aggro. We survived. Okay. I think he doesn't have the time to realize what kind of turret it is. Okay. Oh fuck, he knew it. Ah, he watched my stream, right? No, it's not possible because there is a lag actually. You just get it. Uh-oh, I think we lost the bunker here. We lost the bunker. Okay, I'll do a Blaze It's Good versus my wave, and it will be better for the leaks, and then maybe attack us.
We require more minerals.
Say the word. Fight fire.
Okay. 3 gas. What the fuck? I mean, of course we lost the bunker. Okay, that changed a lot actually. Okay, so Stukov, Zegera, Tychus. And it's something that's good versus the 3 of them. So my ally will go full air, probably. That's really difficult. Now fuck! So he blinks back. I need my Tychus now for these 2 other waves. Fuck. Yeah, it will be very difficult for me to find a build that works versus everything. Probably more blazes. With at some point the endurance upgrade will help, which will help me. Which will help me versus the grenade of Sam. Unfortunately, Wraith are bad versus Tychus. He's good versus anything else, but not Tychus. Oops, shit. I also need a cannonball at some point, but I think I will add a blaze first. Or do I? Because versus Zakara, dude. And even versus ah, fuck. It's Tychus next, right? Yes. Fuck. Um. Fuck! Fuck, dude. What happened? I'm not sure. Okay, this. And now, and then the endurance. That will help me so much versus Sam. And then probably some armor upgrades. No, fuck, dude! Ah, fuck. I'm not concentrated. Come on. I missed the arrow.
You got some work for me? Ready to fry.
Process complete.
Fight fire with fire. Fueled up. You got my attention.
Okay, it's good. Come on. Okay, now I had another idea. Yeah, Kev. Kev will be nice since to help me versus the two. He's not that bad versus Tychus, and it will help me with the two other waves. And it's also kind of synergized with the fact that I have no. I have the HP upgrade. He's forced to do anti-air. That's nice for me. And then maybe more Sams. Do I add a Nikara? Nikara might be good. Okay, one. Yeah, I needed that Kev. Maybe even another one. Oh, that.
I require the solace of the shadows and the dark of the night.
Ah, fuck.
Sunshine is my destroyer.
I got the muscle. I could have done Sam, but I think the muscle was better here. Late game, it's actually very good versus Tychus. Early game, it's loose to Sam, but late game, it is good. Ah, fuck.
Did it for me.
Ten hours later. Fucking internet crash.
One would not think that they could contain so much power. One could rule the universe with it. You must find them for me and destroy them.
Fuck! Did I fucking forgot to micro? Ah, fuck. I was not focused. Ah, fuck. Fuck.
Don't provoke me. Fight fire with fire.
Mm.
Fear the Reaper Man. You got some work for me?
Do I do the Kev? Fuck. Fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty. Fuck, dude. Do I do the tier 2 Kev? That's the question. Because versus Dicus it would be so bad. I think I won't do it. It's just too bad.
Fight fire with fueled up.
Come on! It was not the right time. I'll do the upgrade on all the Sam because I need it.
Fight fire with fire. Alright.
I probably need a Nikara at this point also. Nikara at this point, I guess. We just this upgrade. Maybe this one? No. I want to have a I want to have a maximum of unit because of the mass Sam. So I want to make sure that I want to make sure that I have a maximum of Tickletakus units. It will also synergize well with my upgrades from the this upgrade here. Increase the damage speed of Tychus according to the number of units I have.
Need some triage?
Fuck. have returned. You should feel grateful to be in my presence. Theatric AOE needed. Yeah, but no, I'm not sure actually. I think I want. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but I would say that it's so expensive, and it's still decent to have a. I mean, versus that many Sam. If I start making too many upgrades, I will lose. Whereas here's my units are stacky. I think I think I'm good with that build. I just need a lot of muscle to make sure that I handle Tychus and Zagara and Sukov. And if I have a shit ton of muscle, I will do it. Even without AoE. I mean, versus that, the Blaze have the AoE. So Blaze is my AoE. Okay, we won. GG. Yeah, don't forget to check my stream, follow my TikTok. I'm doing dancing videos, a lot of them. Nux for cooldown. Oh yeah, could have been an idea. Yeah, actually Nux for cooldown is a good idea. I mean, right now the game is finished, but yeah, Nux for cooldown would have been nice. Ready? Okay. Yeah, Nux for cooldown is nice because I relied a lot on the ability of my heroes here. And even though it was very bad versus Tychus, Nux would have been extremely good versus both Sukov and Zagara. What I don't like about it, of course, is that I cannot really upgrade that Nux because one grenade that one-shot him, one SAM that one-shot him, this would be too costly if I do the other upgrade. And without the other upgrade, I'm not sure it's good, but I have to admit it might have been good here. Okay. The sound of the game is loud enough. I often, when after a while I check my commentaries, I often see that you cannot hear the sound of the game. But it happened to me too many times that the sound of the game was so loud, you could not hear my voice. That now I prefer that it's too low or too high, and sometimes it's ridiculous. Sometimes it's ridiculously low. What is that? Carax and Haka? Carax, Haka? Carax, Haka? But all the counter killers are stacked together. Some are attacking. Some are stacking together. Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean by the some are stacking together, but yeah, for the hunter killers I did a lot of blazes. Okay, we have a ultimate fight versus Abathur, so that's a pretty tough matchup for him. He will be scared of the air, and I need to make sure that I will handle the air. Fortunately, this is a matchup in which I love Archons, so that I will kind of protect it against the Mass Muta that he might fight. So even if there is some leaks, I don't care that much. I'll gas because my friend here is a mass gazer, so and I think it doesn't matter. It doesn't make sense that I'm alone pushing on one gas if my friend's going fast for gas or fast through gas at least. And he's playing. Okay, so he will open Annihilators to snipe that Gary. Oh, he opened Ravagers, which is a mistake in my opinion, but even though Ravagers can be useful in the matchup when fighting Hydras, I mean, he can usually Abathur go Muta, and then if and only if Haka answer with Hydra, Abathur's the Ravagers. But other than that, Ravagers are kind of not really good, so I would say it's a mistake. There's Banshees here. It's the swing of Banshees. Anyway, I can feedback both of them. But if it's a Duskwing, it's better for me. It's a Duskwing. Duskwing, I can one-shot them with the feedback. Oh yeah, advertising. I'm casting this tournament. Okay, second and detection. You should check my channel. There's to end a channel, right? I'm not sure. How was the tournament games in your opinion? First game was great. Game 2 and game 3 was kind of disappointing, no? You saw it? What? There is no feedback. What do you think? I mean, there was so many mistakes from bottom team from game 2 and 3 that I don't think it was that interesting. What? What was that? No! You use Annihilators to snipe Super Gary. Dude! What the fuck? What the fuck? 3 gas. Okay, this is some noob play. 3 gas, no Annihilators? I mean, you just have to, like, I think even 3 Annihilators is enough. No, you need 4, but with 3 we almost like kill it. And it's really compulsory. You don't want to kill Super Gary with carriers, right? I mean, it's just so efficient to kill it with Annihilators. You just one shot and then it's finished. Talk about it. I mean, carriers work, but it takes fucking long time. I mean, especially if you go 3 gas. I mean, it take you like 10 minutes. Maybe at the 10-minute mark you'll. I don't know. It takes a lot of time because also he has a 3 base damage, so carriers do no damage to Super Gary. It's stupid. They need attack upgrade. I mean, this is the most retarded build I know. Yeah. No. Calm down, Basilic. Calm down, Basilic. Alright. It's alright. But dude, this is stupid. This is so stupid. I mean, it's so efficient. I mean, it's just so efficient. It's just so cost effective. Because what he said, 3 base armor, so like he needs a +3. I mean, it takes carriers a lot of time to beat Gary. It's just one of the game you can do it, but you will rely on you will you're just assuming your allies are good and can carry you for a long time. It's really an unoptimal way to play it. Okay. I don't wanna leak ultras. Otherwise it... This is stupid. This is stupid. This is stupid. This is the most stupid build I have seen. Doesn't make any sense to me. It takes forever to carriers. I mean, late game it will work. Late game it will work, but it takes forever for them to work. Forever. What do I do? I don't know. At this point, I'm not sure. What is it? Carriers? He does nothing. It's stupid, he does nothing. I'll talk to stack carriers. But dude. This is stupid. Oh shit. Okay, with my Tempest now it will work. Okay. Fuck. So I need to disintegrate those inches. I mean, he was not convincing. I mean, if he built works, he would have come. But now he's still leaking Super Gary, and we are 11 minutes into the game, and he's still leaking Super Gary, even though we were pushing. So it's really not. I mean, his build was not convincing at all. I mean, look at this. He has 4 Tempests with his wave. What will he do? I know it starts working, but he had help. He fucking had help. And no, even then he's not working with 4 Tempest help. It's really not convincing. But yeah, very late game, but now it will start to work from now. But dude, thank God he had a good allies. Because he versus a good team we would have lost already. Because it's we kind of carried that. I mean, Reynor did mistakes. And I was forced to do Tempests versus Reynor, which is not really good. I don't want to do that. But I did it to help him. And now look at the amount of army I'm leaking into Setman. And now it works, yes. Now even then it's really not that not that convincing. I mean, sometimes it's funny he didn't change his mind. I mean, because I mean, it was an experiment, right? I mean, he was confronted to the fact that his build wasn't working at all, and even then he was like, no. And yeah, just a couple annihilators are enough. It's just like when you play Reynor versus Super Gary, you just need a couple Yamato to just snipe Super Gary, and once Super Gary is dead, the matchup is really easy. And here it's the exact same. Here is the exact same. Ah shit, I couldn't Yamato. I misclicked, I guess. And you don't need that many, just a couple. Oops. Ah fuck. Don't do that. Just a couple. And it avoid that you, I mean, late game carriers are good, but it really avoid that you get into that situation where you like, I mean, here he got carried very hard, but imagine we had another bad matchup. We would have loved the game right now. Another one, and another one for the Nexus. Because yeah, I had a good matchup, and yeah, and this Abathur was not that good. So it was okay, we could defend, but we could have lost that game easily versus a good team. Yo Stabby! Hey! You're welcome, it was a pleasure. It's already almost 10, so I'll cast 1 or 2 more game and then I'll stop. I still haven't eaten. And yeah, I really didn't sleep well last night, so I need to recover. Okay, so what do we want to play today? Calyrex again? Ouch, I'm scared. The heck out. What do we play? So as a Phoenix, I like to start with a gas so that I can with that gasser. I mean. Okay, he's Vicious Phoenix. So I'll probably go Mass Muta again, Mass Scarers again. Or at least Mass Air. Hopefully he will do that. When Hakam versus Alarak, which is a fair fight in my opinion. It used to be very Dehaka favored, but nowadays I think with the Ascendant and shit, it can be balanced. At least with at least if the Alarak is good. Ah fuck, I need to advertise. Okay, so now I'm fighting Alarak and okay, so I'll go Karas too, I guess. Will be 2 doing Karas probably. Although he will have to stay ground. But will he want to? I could go Adepts first, I mean, but I know he goes in murders. Yeah, that would be good versus Calyrex. Oops. Yeah, he goes there. It will take some time for me to push into the scouts. But at least they're not good versus the other waves. And maybe I can stack the carriers. And the, ooh shit, that was close. Ooh, that was close. Here I'm not really understanding neither why he doesn't go mass carriers. Because he will have trouble with Phoenix all the game if he doesn't catch up in the air fight. Whereas carriers are very good versus both Alaric and Phoenix. When can we play some 2v2s? Yeah, not today because it's my last game probably. But yeah, tomorrow maybe, if you want. Here I so that you understand, I stasis Alaric so that the supplicant will go forward and die on the bunker. Here I could uncloak, but what's the matter, my guy will die anyway. Checking the armor upgrades first. Yeah, more grids, so no. I'll send it some attack upgrade, but I think I'll do Claw Lion first. Okay, maybe the +1, then Claw Lion. And also those two. I need detection because of course yeah, what I didn't like about the adepts here in this game is that they would lose to the scout all the game. I mean, Phoenix Air is just too scary. And I think my friend will help me to I mean, what I don't like here is the scouts, of course. But with the fuck! He that's why. Okay. Come on! Fuck, dude. Here it's my fault, I kind of misclicked. It's funny he used the orbital strike on the support carriers. He has mirages, and mirage dies much sooner than support carriers. So you usually want to use that on a unit that dies fast. The goal of the orbital strike is that you want the spell to trigger. So if you use an unit that stays in the back of your army and don't die and might stack, it's not really doing anything. But if you do it on a unit that actually die fast, you will have that damage output right at the start of the fight, and it's when what the damage output is the most useful, because you want to actually hit a clump with your orbital strike. Here you want to hit a big clump of army, like and it's at the start of the fight that there is the most AoE that has to be done. At the end of the fight, when your carriers die late game, I mean, it doesn't change much. Fuck! Yeah, there was a dash, so I kind of did the wrong units. So scouts beat carrier early game, and then late game, the more the late game it is, the more it's the opposite. So that's why I kind of went the carrier path here. Okay, I'll do one last, and then I'll go sleep. But usually in a fair fight, if I'm versus Phoenix, if I'm a mirror, I will start with scouts. Here I did it because I was also fighting Alarak, and for the Alarak the scout was not good. In a mirror I usually start with scout and I do the carriers later. Because scouts really beat carrier for quite a bit in mirror. Carax. Okay. What do I do? I think some Zerg are good here because... Ah no, he has Zerg, so I should have picked a Terran maybe, for the sake of, how do you say, quotas? Maybe we should use quotas in direct strike too, I mean, it would be fair. Nope. What do we do? Okay, let's open blindly. Let's take some risk. Okay, at least he recognized that. Oh, I'm versus that man. Oh shit, okay, then it was Tutu. Okay, so in that matchup, it's one of the matchup I don't like to do benches, even though I don't think they will be totally wasted. I won't do the upgrade because I really want to go for past apocalypse here, and I already took some retard. I will take one gas because I know my friend will gas like crazy, and I need my fast tier 3. T'as déjà mangé? Okay. Yeah, it was a bit greedy and risky. I regret it now, but they will be useful in the matchup. The benches will be useful, but the fact that I have to delay that much my apocalypse is kind of risky. Especially that considering my friend went to gas and. Move back. No, okay. Okay, so he went straight for air in the mirror matchup, so we almost won already. Unfortunately, I have to wait another. Actually, I will take second gas because whether I take it or not, I will have up next round. Right? I would, right? Right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the 3 benches kind of fucked me up. I should have already have it now. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have opened Banshee blindly, but I think it's a decent opener versus almost every matchup. I think Setman might be even the only one in which Banshee's opening is bad. So I took some risk, he didn't pay it off, and my Banshee will not be lost. It's just that it took like fucking 4 minutes and a half to have my build. But I really think it's a really good way to do it. So when Banshee kills Gary, 1 Apo kill Gary, 2 Apo kill Super Gary. You can even kill Super Gary with only 1 Apo, just because you can just bounce back with that, and then it's good. And it countered the Hydra at the same time, so it's good. You see? And maybe I go straight to Alex because I'm pushing into Carax, so why not, right? And right now there is no Super Gary, and even if he does Super Gary, I could like kill Super Gary with only 1 Apo just by bouncing back. Yeah, we saw. Here you can see the roar to uncloak the benches. And the Muta. Muta are very good versus Stukov, in general, versus old Stukov play. So this guy, we still don't know what he's doing. Okay, I'll scan. Okay, on the second anti-air. Yeah, maybe I need another Apo. And then Alex. Hop. countering Primal Mutalisk, especially if you commit to it, is really difficult as Stukov. I think he needs leaps and then he needs the tier 3 to go queens. Even mass, and if he does mass sleeps, you had the problem we discussed before during the match, is that if he does leaps and I might need some sieves here. So sieves to tank the Banes, right? Sieves to tank the Bane. Damn. So cool. So up. I don't want to do too many because I want to be sure that I can use. No, I cannot. So just a couple, you know, just to tank the shit. They're also decent versus the Lynx. And now in 2-wave I can do my Alex. And it will be all good. So here I want to rush into the Hydra. Even though I also want my even though I also want my fuck. Wait. Fuck. Need detection, I think. I play Karax the way I play Artemis, mostly air commander unless I force the ground list, not great cancer stack. Okay. Yeah, Ultimate Fight has a right, has a point also. Has a point. I mean, in the last game we were a sack of 3, so it was all good. We could have beaten that. I mean, there was no problem. But Ultimate Fight has a point. I mean, leaking Super Gary into him could have been extremely dangerous. Should I? No, it's fine. So, who left? It's Karax. So we're left with Stukov and Gary. I'll do this and more, of course, more civilians. Okay. Okay, guys, it was a pleasure to have you. Of course, normally I don't go for gas rush, but of 3 gas. Okay, I'm relieved that he doesn't go for gas. yeah, it's all good. And I also think it's nice to experiment, and I don't know. Sometimes I also do things that I disagree with. I also want to experiment, and all good. here. Pleasure playing with you. Okay guys, good news. I'll be streaming tomorrow. No, oh yeah. No, tomorrow, bad news. Tomorrow I won't be streaming. No, maybe I will, but if I do, it's later, like 9 o'clock. I look my program. I split my program. I tried to good castle tournament, by the way, and hard to cast last game. Yeah, I hope you all see the tournament I casted. I will put the VOD online. Tomorrow I might come, but around 9. I try to put my schedule always up to date on my program, so look at it, please. You can also go on my Discord and give me feedbacks here. It was a pleasure to have you, and see you soon. Goodbye.